Hi, I'm Kandra. Welcome to Yoga Over 40. If you're not over 40, stick around. But today we're doing foundations in 5, which is one pose, 5 minutes. Our pose today is Camel Pose, which is a beautiful back bend, but it can feel very unattainable. The thing that's great about it is there are always options, and I love the options in Camel because you need to do what's best for your body on any given day. Remember, it's not how you look in poses, it's how they feel on your body. So I can give you the tips and tricks, but you need to personalize it to fit you. So let's start down on the mat. I always have padding. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I like my knees to be padded. So starting down in a sort of a hero's pose, we're just sitting right here with hips over feet. If they don't touch, if your hips don't touch your feet, there you go. Doesn't matter at all. So starting here, hands to thighs, inhale, coming up to knees under your hips. Now, although this doesn't look challenging, it really can be challenging because your body is balancing. This is a balance, in fact. And to keep the hips right over the knees takes engagement. So I can stay here and start feeling my thighs working, which is really interesting. In doing camel, the goal, if you want to follow the goal, so to speak, of keeping your hips over your knees, I like this because it helps me to limit what I'm doing with my back, so I'm not overdoing my back. I also like the stretch in my hip flexors, which is what I think I always need. So starting right here, the idea in this pose would be to grab the ankles and do this very nice back bend. But we're going to work sort of toward that if you want to, but we're going to start with blocks, which I love. Blocks are great. So putting the blocks back by the ankles. I'm checking, yep, I have my knees and my hips in alignment with my chest, so I'm on like a nice tall body here. Then I'm just going to inhale, think of tall body as I reach one arm back. Might have to go back a little further than that, on my fingertips. One arm to the sky. I'm always the aggressive jazz hand person because I like to activate my arms. So right here, my hips are going to want to come back. I'm going to keep pushing my hips forward. And to do that without crunching into my back, I'm going to activate my glutes. I'm going to activate my quads. So my lower body is really on fire. So my low back stays a little bit softer. All right, so this can be done with one hand or reach back and do it. Hold on. There we go. Do it with both hands. Okay, see, sometimes it takes finagling, especially with blocks, to figure out where they need to go. So here, again, pushing my hips over my knees, adjusting my blocks as necessary, and finding the back bend here. Again, engage that lower body. And then come on down. So using the blocks like this, they can be on a different height, whatever works for you. All right, so let's go back up for our next one. You want to start with one arm here. I'm going to start with toes curled under, but I'm going to have my block there just in case. So again, here I go. Hips over knees as I start the up and over back bend. Reach back to a block here, right? So it's a lower level. That feels good. I can reach back and I'm holding my heel like this. If you get down to flat, that's great, but I like to start kind of hold on to that heel. And again, if this works for you, you can always try the other arm. And this is very broad on the front of the chest. Feel this external rotation in your shoulders, engagement through your belly. Really light that core and a long neck. And you can let go and come back down. You could do that with curled under toes. It's a bigger reach to do it with flat feet. I don't do it very often with flat feet because I'm prioritizing my back and my hip placement over my knees rather than all of the back bend. Another way, the last thing, you see people do this a lot. People with really flexible backs, which I do not have, make this gorgeous waterfall shape. And I'm not going to have that big waterfall shape, which is great because I'm doing what works for me. So again, hips over knees. I like Anjali Mudra, which is prayer. And start thinking of your spine going up, not your shoulders, but your spine reaching up, 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 up out of the crown of your head, like you have a limbo stick behind your back, and you're trying to get over the top of it. So you could stop right here for this nice back bend. I'm looking, okay, my hips are still over my knees. And then if it works for you, you can just keep taking it back. This means a lot of engagement through the legs and through the glutes. So if you uncurl your toes, I think you find more engagement in the glutes. And then taking it back. So engage, 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 long low back. Think your low back, really long. You take it back to where you would like. But I'm going to keep moving my hips forward, right? And then you can exhale. Sit it all back down. And then a nice little child's pose on the back end. Just to stretch it out, not to overly stretch it, just to make it long right here. I hear my back cracking. So give that a try. Let me know if it works for you. You can like and subscribe. You can turn on notifications if you like the content you see here. But I hope this works for you, and I'll see you in another video.